Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. I hope everybody's well out there as we are in the most celebrated month of the year. Yes, we are. We are here to celebrate today's hero, which is a Shiro, who has made the gift of sight possible to more people around the world than any time in human history. We're talking about the inventor and eye surgeon, Dr. Patricia Bath. As we kick off this first week in Black History Month, we're highlighting the inventions of Dr. Patricia Bath. This modern woman changed the game with her inventions, with an S, inventions. She modernized and revolutionized eye surgery, making it possible for people around the world to regain sight when it seemed impossible. Now, how's that for elevating the human condition for all mankind, just like King's dream? And interestingly enough, Mr. Beast, one of YouTube's most popular creators, took it upon himself to give the gift of sight to more than 1,000 people for free. People who otherwise could not pay for the surgery themselves, utilizing, of course, these very instruments that were invented by the Honorable Dr. Patricia Bath. Blind patients from around the world, young and old, benefited from Mr. Beast's great act of philanthropy. Generosity. Some people just do great things. We are celebrating American history, people, that just so happens to be Black American history, African American history. And you know, all boys and girls of every shade, creed, and color should know about the great contributions from brilliant minds like Dr. Bath. It should inspire us all and remind us that yes, we can do great things, because we have always done great things and we will continue to do great things, just like the fine example we have in the inventor, Dr. Patricia Bath. So she's an inventor, a scientist, a humanitarian. You know what? She's more than a triple G. Y'all better recognize Dr. Patricia Bath invented a device called the laser Falco probe in 1981, a device that helps restore sight in about 10 minutes. Yeah, you heard that right. In 10 minutes, the surgery is a one and done. Now, most fast food is not even that fast. As a matter of fact, it's taken me about the same amount of time to get my favorite specialty coffee. And in about the same amount of time, blindness can be cured more quickly, safely, and successfully than ever before, thanks to the inventions of Dr. Patricia Bath. First of all, can you imagine not being able to see your computer, smartphone, or play video games, play sports, binge watch YouTube shorts, see family photos? For some people that were born with the condition of blindness, that might be a different question. But a lot of people around the world have slowly lost their sight or have partial vision. Those type of patients are great candidates to get their sight back and get their lives back. And in some cases, people that have been partially blind for life have also been able to get their sight back. It's pretty amazing stuff. Dr. Bath's laser Falco probe, that's the instrument. It dissolves that cataract, which is the cloudy lens. You've probably seen that in some people. It goes in with a laser. And then the surgeon irrigates, puts some kind of solution in there that cleans the eye, and that permits the insertion of a new lens. Now, is that not amazing, boys and girls? Now, listen to Mr. Beast explain the process to the people that he gifted with this free surgery right before they underwent the procedure.
Yes, I can see your face, I can see your face, I can see your face.
If you're wondering how the surgery allows people to see again, it's because the lens in their eye got so cloudy that they can't see through it. So the surgeon uses a tiny vacuum to suck up the clouded lens.
Whoa, it's sucking.
And replace it with an artificial one. The surgery is that simple. They can see again.
Is that a generous gift? That's so beautiful. You should see that video. Watch the video of Mr. Beast. It will touch you. And is it not also a great advancement for mankind? These inventions of the great Dr. Patricia Bath. I know Dr. Martin Luther King would be so proud. He must be looking on so proudly. We're all in this together, people. But it takes a highly trained mind, a dedicated mind to come up with an advancement like this. The doctor with an eye for the eyes. We got a lot of doctors around here, but the doctor with an eye for the eyes is the name of a book written about the groundbreaking work of Dr. Patricia Bath, and how she was able to take things to the next level, working in that delicate eye area. That's a tiny area with minuscule measurements. I mean, and this shouldn't be over everybody's head, because most families will have at least one person who will need to undergo this kind of procedure at some point, because it's something that happens to the aging. But there's nothing to fear, because even though surgery is a delicate matter, there are now so many qualified surgeons around the globe who can skillfully perform this procedure. Dr. Bath coined the term laser phalco for the process, short for, laser photoablative cataract surgery, and developed the laser phalco probe, a medical device that improves the use of lasers to remove cataracts. Improves the use of lasers, my goodness. And for removing or ablating, that's a medical term, the cataract lenses. That would be the cloudy surface over the eyes. Bath first had the idea for this type of device in 1981, but did not apply for the patent until years later. In 1986, after Bath conducted research on lasers in Berlin and patented in 88, making her the first African-American woman to receive a patent for a medical purpose. Wow. Bath's inventions, including the laser phalco probe, is now used internationally to treat blindness. Actually, I can't believe it took that long for a woman to do something in medicine and get a patent. 1986 and 1988, that's kind of recent. Quickly and nearly painlessly, you get this surgery done in about 10 minutes with the use of a laser. That's magnificent. Bath continued to improve her invention, this device. Bath holds 5 patents in the United States. Her inventions help people regain their vision after being blind or vision impaired for decades. And that really is advancing the human condition for all mankind. Now, the good Dr. Patricia Bath did not have it easy, people, while she was working towards her goals. There were obstacles to overcome, but she persevered, changing the world, being a scientist and great inventor and ophthalmologist. Good God. Born Patricia Era Bath on November 4th in 1942 in New York City's Harlem neighborhood to Rupert Bath, the first Black motorman for the New York City subway system, and Gladys Bath, a housewife and domestic worker who used her money to save up for her children's education. Wow. Dr. Bath said this in an interview with Time magazine. I'm going to read this. "I wasn't seeking to be the first," she said. "I was just doing my thing. And I wanted to serve humanity. I was always a curious child. I was given a chemistry set with a microscope, and I wanted to pretend, play, and model myself after scientists. When we would play nurse and doctor, I didn't want to be forced to play the role of the nurse. I wanted to be the one with the stethoscope, the one who gave the injections, the one in charge. I have to thank my parents for having a gender-open household, for not setting limits." She goes on to say, "I was in college between 1960 and 1964, so I did my marching. I did my protesting. When I was offered an office that was not equivalent to that of my male colleagues, I could have marched." Maybe she meant protested. And then she goes on to say, "But I felt it was more important to focus on the prize. One rainy, cold, lonely night in the lab, we had a donor eye. The laser was finely tuned, the optical fiber was in position, and eureka! I knew I had made a scientific breakthrough in removing cataracts. I went to a prominent institute in Orange County and explained to the director what I had achieved. He said, 'That's impossible. People have been trying to do that for years.' He didn't believe me," says Barth, okay? "A month or so later, after my patent had been granted and I published my findings, he was shocked. He wouldn't even look me in the face. That's what she said in the interview. She goes on to say, in science, the evidence is truth. I knew that my work would win the argument, and it did. Woo! Bravo, Patricia. Dr. Bath. Woo! Dr. Patricia Bath. Bath's main humanitarian efforts can be seen through her work at the American Institute for Prevention of Blindness, co-founded in 1976 with Alfred Cannon, an American psychiatrist and community organizer, and Aaron Ifekwunijiri, a Nigerian-born pediatrician and human rights advocate. This organization had been created on the principle that eyesight was a basic human right. Through this organization, Bath was able to spread eye care throughout the globe by providing newborns with free eye drops, vitamins for malnourishment, and vaccinations against diseases that can cause blindness, like measles. Wow, like measles. There's a lot of things that cause blindness. It is not just a disease. It's not just a disease for the aging. So we appreciate the good doctor's work. Yes, we do. Bath was able to spend her time as a director, traveling the world performing surgeries, teaching and lecturing at colleges. Bath claims her personal best moment was while she was in North Africa and using keratoprosthesis. She was able to restore the sight of a woman who had been blind for 30 years. Now, you know, I don't know what keratoprosthesis is, but it did the job. The assassination of Martin Luther King Jr. in 1968 caused Bath to dedicate herself to achieving one of the dreams of King, namely the empowerment of people through the Poor People's Campaign. She organized and led Howard University medical students in providing volunteer healthcare services to the Poor People's Campaign in Resurrection City in the summer of 1968. Now, so much has been written about this great woman. I think that is a worthy hero. That's how I'm kicking off the most celebrated month of the year. African American History Month, Black History Month, if you will. I have so much more for you this month. Please do like, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you get everything that I got. It's going to be a beautiful month, even beyond Black History Month. Y'all keep living your life like it's golden. Read and study and learn about Dr. Patricia Bath. Let it inspire people in your family to take up the practice of ophthalmology and the sciences. We need more scientists around here. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see y'all the next time. Peace.